But now we're rolling. Go ahead.
Hello, my name's Dave Miller. I graduated from Purdue in 1965. I went 2 years on campus, 2 years at Extension here in Indianapolis. I remember going up in great trepidation about finding out what Christian church. I've been raised in the Christian church, and I was wondering what I was going to do when I got up there. And I met some people who were like faith, and we went to Brady Lane and church and another one downtown. I can't think of the name of it right now, but we went to two churches as all as available. And finally, the second year I was up there at the beginning, we got organized as a group. I remember going to the campus group to sign up for so we could have money for a place to meet, and we were going to meet in the student center, and we went over to get ourselves registered, and they said, well, we'd already have a Christian fellowship group here, and so we had to explain to them that we were different than they were, and it was kind of an interesting time for us. We finally got organized. We met on Sunday afternoon in the Union Hall at Purdue, and we would talk about things we do. My roommate, his name was Norm Schuler, and Eric, who I can't think of his last name, he was kind of the leader, and we had two or three young ladies that were also in our group. And we began to talk. We'd go to Brady Lane, and finally we had Doug Dickey came along and talked to us. He was then teaching or preaching in a town near Campus House, and he said a lot of things that I had to learn about. That one of the things that it was what my beliefs were, and when I tried to impose them on other people, got shot down. And I remember him telling us that you want to be a Christian, you have to live, be an example. That's the best teaching there was, and that's been since that time. I've always tried to follow that. He finally I did my student teaching here in Indianapolis as a teacher in the program, and I came back. The group from the neighboring churches and other interested people had got together and said, we want you to become a strong group, and they finally hired Doug Dickey as I left in '66. He was then appointed as the campus minister. We had no place to meet. I don't know where they met that year, but then the campus house, I heard later, the campus house was obtained, and from there on things really began to fly. The things we'd talked about were coming true. Something I was anxious to do was Lincoln was volunteering to come over and teach a class at the campus, and I never got to go to Bible college, but I really wanted to be able to do that. They didn't do it till after I left, I think, but they finally got a campus college class at that time. And I remember meeting, next time I remember, and Norm had called me, and I met, he said that we want to go to the 25th anniversary. I'm going to fly up to Indianapolis and you'll go with me. And I went to the 25th anniversary, and now it's 25 years later. Ned was, I know, involved in the early organization. It's been a great life that I've studied, and I need to get back and take a look at what's going on. God works in many mysterious ways in my life, and I can tell you 100 stories about how my life has changed and how God is hand in it, and I think He's had a hand in the organization there at Lafayette. So I don't want to take too long to talk about it, but those are some of my great memories of meeting people and dealing with fellow Christians and finding out that their life how it did turn out. So I hope for another 50 years in the campus ministry, and God will guide it, and I'm sure if it's His will, and as long as you keep His will, He will make sure it happens. So just thank you for Jesus.